All right, so it took a minute to figure it out, and I know the title is watching the Eastern Conference Finals, Miami Heat versus Boston. Unfortunately, there's a whole 44 seconds left in the game,
Yeah, you
uh,
guys are done by two.
and we're down by two with the
Oh,
great
good.
Crowder.
Hey, that's a good stop. Good
So
stop.
working on this
Wow.
stream thing, trying to figure it out, it is like for somebody who is not me because it is
Why
hard.
does Jay Crowder always look mad? Like he always look like he's being ready to fight somebody.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it looks like a good basketball player.
I feel like Jay Crowder look like he should play for Memphis. Like he looks like a Memphis Grizzly type of player.
You want me to be perfectly honest with you?
What?
I think Drake Crowder looks like he needs to be a football player because he got the dreads, he got
You kind
everything
of look like you kind of like a wide receiver Marshawn. All
without the attitude,
right,
without the I'm just here so I don't get
I'm
fined.
just trying to get fine. All right.
I need Miami
Oh
to make
man,
something happen. I need Miami to at least push this to overtime. Right there, right there. Get in there, get
Jimmy,
in
take
there.
your time. Take your time.
Let's
There
go.
you go.
Let's go.
They got the last shot, man.
Stop
Oh
complaining, Boston.
man.
Let's go.
We call a
Let's
timeout?
go. I think Boston did. Yep, they got two. Yo, let's go. Let's go, bro.
All right, this do our live streams get recorded? Pre-recorded?
Yeah, they get recorded and stored in there. But I mean, we could delete them whenever we want. We just have to.
So we could always upload these streams for right now. You know, make a YouTube channel and just
Well,
upload them for people who missed them.
I don't know if I can pull it from Twitch, but I know that I can get it from OBS because OBS can also record. So
Right.
that's the point of having the OBS is that I can do that. I can also do the sounds, which I'm gonna try to work on now if it's not gonna mess up the stream. But yeah, so right now I'm just gonna check real quick to see if the sound and everything's good. Oh yeah, dude, we're good. Can you go on your phone or you're streaming from your phone, so you can't, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm using the iPhone, the iTablet,
Yeah, sound is good, video is good.
iPad, iTablet. I call it the iTablet.
You call
You
your
didn't even
what?
hear me.
What?
I
No,
call it the iTablet.
you call it the iTablet. Hold on, you gotta put your name on the thing.
Where?
You gotta put your name on the. Nobody knows who you are. It looks like mine just cut off on the OBS, but it's not. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. It looks good on Twitch. Like if you can get another phone and look at it on Twitch, it looks like we're almost professionals. Almost professionals, but we're
I can
not.
actually. Oh, you'll still see me. Just give me a second. Actually, I can see us testing for new broadcast. Hey, I can see us. Actually, I'll keep this one right here. Actually, I would not keep this. It looks like I'm kind of like struggling right now on Twitch.
That you're what?
It looks like I'm kind of glitching out a little bit on Twitch.
Yeah, you're like frozen. There you go. Maybe it's because you're flipping the camera back and forth. The phone is not the best operating system. In fact, this thing was telling me last night that it's not very good for phones. But once you get your setup and all that, you'll be all right. All right, Jason Tatum at the line. I'll take that. He was missing free throws like nobody's business the other day. Who got a? See,
You know why it was on that? Actually, I can't run. Like I can't have this open and Twitch open, so I think it was causing it to
yeah. Yep.
to fluctuate.
See, I can look at it on my phone too if I want it, but then I'm gonna get feedback because it's gonna come through the phone.
Right.
So I don't want to do that. But the cool
The
thing about
ball
this,
is in Kimbo Walker's hands, and it's tied. Let's see who's gonna take the first game.
all right. So we're watching the Miami
Oh,
Heat Boston game right now. There's
Kobe.
10 seconds left.
Kobe?
Boston's up by nothing. It's
Nah,
tied
that
game
was
at
short.
106. 4 seconds left. Jason
Overtime.
Tatum's got the line. Overtime. That's it. We're going to overtime. Yo, I'm happy though because Miami pushed it to overtime, bro.
Yeah.
We were
You
down.
guys
Jimmy
by like
Buckets hit a
12.
big shot, man. Jimmy Buckets hit a big shot. Hit a big shot. That would have been a big shot for Jason Tatum, but he came short.
I don't know. You guys in overtime are not so good.
Yo, you see Udonis Haslam back there? Yo, is he a coach? Is he a player? What is he? Just showing up so he don't get fined?
I think he's like half retired, half under contract.
He's like one of those.
I'll be here, but I'm gonna be in regular clothes. I ain't playing.
No, he's in warm ups.
Oh, he's in warm ups.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got a uniform on underneath it, but he's in warm ups.
Right, he might not. Honestly,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking because I'm not seeing him play or nothing
I'm
like
not
that.
trying to get down the tunnel and be like, all right, his shit was on.
Yeah, he's over there, bro. I don't know.
I'm gonna meet you on the bus. I'm already ready.
Yeah,
got my bag right here.
Yeah. He's just one of those players who's morphing into a coach. A lot of players did that. Grant Hill did that. Jason Kidd.
Who did I just see? Who's coming? Who's coming on to the team? I forgot.
You know what I need to do?
It wasn't Steve Nash. Steve Nash got hired.
Great substitution by Eric Spoelstra to bring Jones into the ballgame on that first sequence. Just long enough to
I'm gonna adjust something here real quick.
quick contest on that and send it to an overtime period. So Tatum with a big night
Because in reality,
could use the bucket more. Don't forget our
I
second
should have two screens for this.
between the Los Angeles Clippers.
Is what I should have.
If that one coming up right after this one, Kawhi Leonard. He has been carrying
Oh, you should have one for Twitch and one for this one, right?
at the offensive
Like two computer screens,
Oh.
like two dual monitors.
Oh, Jimmy just got on Andre. He said, listen, next play, if you don't run up on this damn court, you gonna have problems. You're getting traded.
My bad if I'm distracted. I'm working on something. But like, this is weird. I'm just resizing everything, but it's actually capturing it like it's supposed to. Like, it's not changing on our Twitch. But because like, if we're gonna look at comments, we need to be logged into the studio restream, and that's how we can see comments and all that stuff. And I resized it, thinking it was gonna mess it up, but it didn't.
Try using your phone.
Oh, I could do that too, but everything is on the restream.
Yeah.
So if I have that page open, I should be able to see comments, all that stuff. Chat. There we go. That's what I want to see. The chat is ready to display messages. Click on a message to show it on the screen. Oh, cool. So it has the same feature as...
Yo, that was such a late foul, and that wasn't even a foul, I don't think. I want to see that again.
Yeah, our Twitch
yeah,
still
you
looks good.
punched him. You can't. Come on, Jimmy, you're better than that, bro. You can't. Once you touch somebody, you go like this, you reach out, and you're pushing. All you gotta do, the person got to do is just twitch a little bit, and you're gonna get called for it. It's like I hate this new thing that I'm watching football. Football is starting to flop a lot, believe it or not. I can't believe flopping is coming into football, and I'm seeing it from a lot of defensive players, corners. When they always battle, they slap their hands. So I saw, you know who Jalen Ramsey is?
I do not.
Okay, Jalen Ramsey. I forgot who he plays with, but he's one of the top corners in the league. And the guy went to go up for the ball, but he kind of like went like this, just like he didn't push off, but like touched him, and he went like this and pushed back. Pass interference, offensive pass interference was called, and I'm like, wow, can't do that.
What, you can't hit him or you can't flop?
Flop. I feel like it's a contact sport. You can't. If I'm putting my hand on you, as long as you're not like pushing me, I can put my hand on you to make sure, like, if okay, he's right here, I got this much space. As long as you don't see the other person, like, really push motion. Come on.
Yeah, but there's always been some type of level of pass interference or something like that in the game.
Yeah, that's
You know what
always
I'm saying?
has. But like, I mean, it's the same thing with basketball. You know, it used to be way rougher back then, especially with concussions in football. They really don't do as much contact. But still, like you know, how much can you really play defense? Like that's why I give corners who are great corners who can jump routes and go over people or snag it from people. Those are good corners to me. Corners who just sell calls and this, that, and the third. I don't like those type of corners.
Tyson's night is over.
These, this guy fall out.
Under the ball game, so we go.
Brad Stevens.
Scoremakers been stellar tonight.
He's been great. And 6 assists, 5 steals.
I'm surprised they're not making them wear masks.
The biggest guy
Who?
out there,
The coaches.
6'8".
Some of them do. These two coaches aren't. But well, you mean like when they're coaching? Well, I don't know. I was watching Mike D'Antoni. He was wearing a mask almost the whole time. When they get out, though, they're wearing masks. Which I was always I was wondering about that. Like, if they're all supposed to be in a bubble, why are they wearing a mask?
Hmm.
Like, it's supposed to be a bubble where everything's safe, everyone is safe. Now, I get why the people running the switches, the lighting, the sound, and all that they have their plexiglass. The announcers have a plexiglass as well, separating them. But there's different from what I heard and understand. There's different levels to the bubble. So there's one level which is like primary level, whatever, and that's like all the players. Like they're on total lockdown. They're like playing the game, hotel, whatever. Like they're staying separate from the outside world. Then there's another level where they allow the people who run the switches, run the replay and all that, which is why there's like a microphone. Like if you're going to go to like like one of those 7-Elevens or something like that, and you're going to order something, there's a microphone that they attach, you know what I'm saying? So you can hear them. But they talk to them through the glass on the little microphone. So that's another level. And then the commentators are there too. And then there's probably a third level, which I imagine, where there's going to be workers, like the housekeeping, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
No, someone needs to get this guy out the game for the Celtics. What's his? I don't even know who that guy is.
Who?
Who's number 12 for the Celtics?
Isn't that
Short again. No, he fouled out.
Oh! I know who that is. That's the rookie. He's a rookie, bro. I can't believe they have a rookie in it. Yo, let's go, baby. Bam Adebayo. Let's do it. Yeah, that guy's a rookie, number 12. I don't know his name, but he's a rookie. He came.
I was playing with Ruben earlier.
He came up from the D League. I remember they were saying when they were playing Game 7 against the Raptors that he got bumped up from the D League. If he hits this shot, come on, Bam, gotta box out.
You're a little bit. I'm ahead of you. Like you're behind a little bit from me.
All right, well, no spoilers.
Yeah, that's why I'm not talking. I realized that a while ago. Oh, charge! No, they're gonna challenge that.
See, you're killing me. Now I see it. See, yeah, there's a little bit of a lag and stuff, but I don't know if it's actually affecting, like if you can tell on the stream or not. But
Nah, I'm running from my phone, and we've been good so far. And I feel like I would see it the most on my phone, and we've been good. So
I'm seeing like every once in a while I look over, it freezes, like it's frozen. But whatever. It looks good though, man. It really does. I just hope I can set it up this way every time. I'm not really working on the sounds. I'm actually watching the game because it's like
good, it's good. It's a good game.
it's a good game right now. I will say I did not want Miami to play Boston. I didn't want that because
Yeah.
I think that Boston is going to present more of a problem for Miami than the Raptors would have, even though I know we had talks about like the Raptors being scrappy and this and that, and I agree. I'm not going to take that away from them, but I think that Boston is more physical than the Raptors. I think Boston has more shooters than the Raptors, and that's why I think they're going to end up being more of a problem for Miami.
You see, my main thing is I think you guys beat a good team, which is the Milwaukee Bucks, #1 team in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, we beat. It
That's
wasn't the
you
other
know
team that we beat too, like higher than them.
no, that you can't get any higher from the #1
No,
conference. You know?
no. I meant higher than Miami, not higher than the Bucks.
Oh yeah. I think Miami's like the 8th seed. I'm almost positive Miami's like the last seed.
No. They're fifth seed. I know they're fifth
Fifth
seed.
seed? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can't remember if
give me a second. I'm trying to think who they play first. Pacers. Was it Pacers?
yeah. I
Um,
thought the Pacers were higher. No, yeah, the Pacers were higher than them. I thought.
give me 1 second.
You can look it up and then share it.
Oh, I can't do that on my phone.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Yeah, that's one thing.
I don't know what this is going to do for the stream, but let's see. I'm interested in knowing.
It was. Give me a second.
I got it right here.
What was it?
I got it right here.
What was it?
Hold on. Can you see it? Bam.
Okay, playoff trade. You guys played the Pacers. I was right. Told you.
Yeah, but they were ranked higher than us.
Yeah, they were 4.
Yeah, and then we played the Bucks, which were ranked higher than us. And so what I'm trying to say is that
You
Miami.
guys on the Eastern Conference, there's usually like the 1st and 2nd seed. I think it was Toronto and Milwaukee, and then the rest of your seeds was like a game. Like you guys were not far behind. Like the seeding for you guys was really weird. What happened?
What?
What did Iguodala do?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not. What was it? I'm looking at the stream. Make sure that's good.
Kimba? Oh, that's a bad man. Brad, don't be smiling like that. Still got a lot of game left, bro.
At one point, he was 4 for 17. He's made his last couple, and it's been a struggle. But this is what we're used to seeing. This guy using that stop-start ability to get the space he needs. And Hero just trying to not give up the drive, has a lot of space to close. Looking at Kemba.
Why is my phone like? This is weird.
That is a tough, but Kemba-like shot right there.
I think it's just the app. It's just super laggy and freezy. It's weird. Let me try to connect to the Wi-Fi. I tried to stay off of it because I don't want to take anything away from this, but
I'm actually streaming it right now on the iPad.
On the what?
I'm streaming it. I got. Here, I'll show you.
No. What did you say? You're streaming on the what?
No, I'm doing half and half. I got Twitch over here and I got the game over here
Right. What were you streaming it on?
on the iPad.
Oh, okay. I thought you called it the
iTablet.
iTablet.
That's the remix. What you know about that? That hasn't came out yet. That hasn't came out yet. That's what you don't know.
Hey, didn't Apple hold their whatchamacallit today? Their tech conference?
I have a note, bro. Like you can't ask me that question.
Oh, you have a note? I'm sorry to hear that.
Galaxy Watch, Note Watch, Galaxy Buds.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Sorry, I like quality.
Quality? Come on. I've never heard that argument coming from an Android phone. Maybe quantity, maybe options, but quality?
I think they're pretty good. You don't think they're pretty good?
Yeah, they're pretty good until 3 months go by and they come out with another version. Now you got to get that. And one, Jimmy Buckets. Let's go. 12 seconds left. A chance to go up by 2. Let's do it. Sorry, I get hype.
No, you're good. So
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler again is taking 68% of his shots from within that area.
let's go.
He is relentless. Gets the angle and the step on Tatum. Takes the contact and scores.
So it's cool because I can switch back and forth
The advantage in the paint.
between
Yes, sir. That's how close.
the stream and
are you watching Fubu TV? Huh?
my.
No.
Talking to me?
No.
Where'd you go?
All right. So what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to end this.
You gotta go?
No.
Oh. You gonna stay for the next game?
Yeah.
That's a big game. Game 7.
I got to. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see what the competition is gonna be. Gotta make my assessments.
Okay, how about this? Talk me through a scenario where the Clippers win versus LA versus if
Denver
somehow,
wins.
some way Denver wins versus LA.
All right. So either team we're beating. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, let's start there. Either way, it don't matter. It ain't gonna be a problem.
It don't matter because we just here, so we're fine. No, either team we're beating against because okay, let's put it for example. We beat our first round the Portland Trail Blazers. Once we lost that game, everyone already had us swept. And oh my God, good block.
Met him at the rim. Get out of here.
Yeah, that made me
That's game
seasick
Miami.
for a second. Yeah.
That's game Miami,
Yes.
boy. I don't care. That's game Miami. 2.5 left. Why isn't he playing, by the way? Taco
Who?
Falls.
He's a rookie.
So? There's 2 rookies out there playing right now.
That was over the rim.
Does that matter if it's a dunk and still in his hands? That's an amazing block, bro.
I
You
honestly,
can't call goaltending if it's in your hands
I
still.
would. I've seen some stupid shit, but I swear to God, if they did, that would have been stupid. They would have challenged it and would have got overturned. Like,
Bro, you cannot call. Wait, how is he at the line? Oh, they fouled him because
yeah, they fouled him.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say you can't call goaltending on that. If it's in your
No, he
hands,
missed his free throw. He missed the first one.
it's all right. We're still up by 2. We're still up by 2.
They got timeouts. Also, don't have no timeouts. You're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna make it we're gonna make it up by 3,
Oh my
and then they
God.
have to hit a 3 in 2 seconds. Not gonna happen. That's game.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. That looked good. That
Oh my God, that was close.
looking
Oh my God, that was close.
That looks so
Dude.
good coming out.
Oh
That
my
looks so
God.
good coming out.
I was like, how do you get off? Like, come on, man. How do you let him get off the ground and still get the shot off? Let's go, Miami. Let's go.
Yo, Jimmy's lucky because that was low key behind the back
Look
foul.
at this. He
That was
captured
low
the
key
ball.
behind the back foul.
Oh, they let him get up and still shoot. Oh. That was too close for comfort. That was too close. This is going to be a hell of a series. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good series. It's a conference finals. It better be a good series.
This is
You're
going
gonna
to
see
be
the best teams.
They're not though. That's the thing. They're not. They're 5 and 3rd seed. This is the block of the game. Player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
It might be the block of the playoffs.
That is the block of the series. That is the block of the game. as a block of the NBA bubble postseason. He met him at the rim, like so close to the rim that the ball probably like his hands hit the top of the rim. Like, come on, bro.
I'm still trying to figure out how Jimmy's hair stays that way.
A lot of Afro sheen. Well, wait. I'm trying to figure out why his mustache is like. You saw the one game where he had it like curled up like this.
Yeah,
Looking
that
like,
was.
I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
At least you don't look like Jared Smith. Jared Smith always looks hard.
Yo, Jared Smith looks like he's like lost all the time.
Belated happy birthday gift. An overtime wrapped
Get in
All
there,
right, back to your question.
Jimmy Butler in his first
Okay, so we can play either small ball, tall ball, fast ball. Our team is so versatile. It's crazy. We can play big ball. And we got one of the two biggest, I think, one of the two best big men in the league right now, which is Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. You know, as far as big men, like solid big men rebounding, like I don't count Jokic, the Karl Anthony Towns, Jordan Beast. Those guys don't really focus on like banging it out down low and getting rebounds. Those guys are 3-point shooters.
Jokic?
Yeah,
Jokic gets rebounds.
I mean he can
gets
like
two.
if they foul, but he's not going to be the first person crashing after his own rebound. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be out on the perimeter. You're not going to see him down low like how you would see Dwight. They won't position him down low.
Oh, you mean his offense?
Yeah, his offensively. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Dwight, you're in there to get rebounds offensively and to put them back. You know what I'm saying? Dwight can grab you 10, 12 rebounds a night easily and maybe 10 or 12 points. And all those 10 or 12 points will be coming off of offensive rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would say the only person that I am worried about on the Clippers is
The
Kawhi.
man himself, the claw.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard.
it's Kawhi Leonard. Look, this game's already 8-11. That's only a 3-point game. You look at the series. This series, 26 points, 9 rebounds. Like that's a stupid 8 assists.
What scares me
He's
about
having
what
well.
scares me about Kawhi Leonard is that he doesn't smile. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't show anger. He doesn't show emotion. That's scary. That's scary. He's
I think it's
laser
not normal.
focused. Nah,
Is he laser focused, or he's
yes,
just like
he's a
give
machine.
me the ball, I'm gonna
He's
go
an
get shoot it.
android. Nope. I'm convinced he's an android. Like he was programmed in the year 2075, sent back till this time
PG-13.
as like a
You gotta
future.
make those. That's why they're gonna lose against the Lakers. They don't make their open threes. They're legit. I think I saw the other day they're the worst. I think in the bubble right now on like missing open threes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make those. This is the playoffs. And granted, yes, your games are close, but if you go and every single game they look at the Clippers games, how many open threes they miss, and think about if they would have made those threes, how much they would be winning these games. They wouldn't have lost the game at all. Now, since they're not making their open shots, like come on, I'm gonna have to give them to Lakers. Lakers, they're so vocal defensively too. I feel like they don't have a lot of stubborn players. I feel like they have a lot of vets. I feel like they got a lot of dogs. Like they call the Clippers like I feel like they compare them way too much to like Detroit, like a dog team like that. To me, when you call a team full of dogs, I'm thinking Detroit, the Bad Boys Pistons, those type of teams. The Pacers when Reggie Miller was on there, those teams used to scrap back in the day.
Yeah, but you can't compare those teams to the teams that are here now because the rules were different then. The play
Is that
style
a
was
move?
different then. Like those teams then, they got away with a lot more than the teams
Oh no,
are able to
you're
now.
you're definitely right. But I'm talking about like a dog team to me is like Miami Heat. Miami Heat is a dog team because, like you kept saying, look at the place they're in their seat and look where they're at right now. That's a dog team. They fighting right now. Where every sweat, breath, everything. You got a rookie putting up how many points a night?
I don't know. I disagree. I think yeah, Miami has like heart, passion, and all that. But to be honest, the team that stands out to me the most as a dog team is this Nuggets team. That's a dog team. They went
I,
seven
I could
games. They went seven
I can see
games.
that.
They
And
went 7 games with
the last series, and then
the
they're going
last
7 games
series. They won by a
this series.
shot. Now they're going again
And
seven
they were
games.
down
Like
3-1 last series too.
yeah, and people wrote them out like a long time ago. They're number 3 seed, and people wrote them out. That's a dog team right there. Miami is doing good, and I don't think people expected Miami to do as good as they are because honestly, I think remaining is, if I'm not mistaken, they're the lowest ranked team remaining out of Denver, the Clippers, the Lakers, Boston, and Miami. Miami's the lowest seeded team out of all of them. So they're doing way better than expected, but they haven't been in the position this postseason.
Good footwork, but you got to finish that.
They haven't been in the position this postseason yet, elimination or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on.
He barely made that.
What's the confusion?
He struggled for that. This shit, Jokers. Look at you running up the floor.
Tell you, bro.
But I
He's
also
in a
felt like
different
the
mindset.
Portland
Jokic.
Trailblazers was a dog team. That's why I was honestly terrified. I'm gonna low key. I was very terrified
No, I
of
had no
going
fear.
against.
Uh-uh.
I did, bro.
No.
It's not because of that. Okay, yeah. You look at their team, you're gonna think Damian Lillard. Even CJ McCollum was playing with a fracture in his spine.
Yeah, but when you think about the Portland Trail Blazers, there's only one name that gives me goosebumps, and that's Damian Lillard. CJ McCollum is good,
But
but he's the
that's
only person
enough. It's just the fact that that one name could give
against
you
the
like.
against the LA against the
Remember
LA
the Lion
Lakers.
King? The Lion King, the
Oh,
the cheetahs, the hyenas.
Mufasa. Do it again. Mufasa.
But no,
But
like,
no, but against the Lakers though. Okay, you got Portland Trailblazers. You got Damian Lillard. Ooh.
but you got to remember,
CJ
I'm
McCollum.
seeing,
You got
I'm
CJ
seeing
McCollum.
Anthony Davis.
Like a half a shiver. And then you look at the Lakers and you got LeBron James. Anthony Davis. Dwight Howard. Rondo. There's way more people on the Lakers. The Lakers would have demolished them. That's why
But
I
here's
wanted.
the thing: we didn't have Rajon Rondo in that series. He came back in the second series.
Okay, but he comes off the bench. Who cares?
That's what was scaring me because LeBron was playing point guard a lot, and LeBron playing point guard. We seen it in the Miami Heat series when he was on Miami Heat when Mario Chalmers went out. When they were looking for a backup point guard too, a lot before Norris Cole came on the team.
Yeah, but Rondo came off the
LeBron.
bench though. Like I'm not fearing somebody who's coming off the
No,
bench.
we had Avery Bradley, who was our starting point guard, who didn't come to the bubble. So I was scared on the point guard position, period. Then when Rajon Rondo broke his hand, I'm like, fuck, who's our point guard? We had no more point guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have LeBron. And LeBron's technically a small forward. So that going into a game, granted, LeBron's a very, very good playmaker, but I was struggling to confide in him because you see Anthony Davis come off a 40-point night when those little regular season games were going, they were finishing up the season. Then you see that first game between Portland. I think he only had maybe like 10 points, 8 points. They were doubling him. He had mad turnovers. Like, this is a 7'1" guy that can shoot threes and dribble the ball like a point guard. You know what I'm saying? So when you see one of your future star players just get shut down and LeBron, struggling, you're gonna have doubts.
What series was
Trust me,
this?
that first game was very, very scary.
What series was this?
This is the Portland and Lakers game. That was just the first game. Then the second game, because like you see, if you ever seen the Lakers regular season, they were having a hell of a season. They already had the Lakers before COVID winning the championship. They didn't have, They had the Clippers, not even close to them. You know, and then we do this bubble thing. We got these people going off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like the Phoenix Suns deserved to be in the playoffs better than Portland Trailblazers, just because they went undefeated. They went undefeated in the bubble and had the same record. But since that playoff situation, how they do that, it's kind of weird to me, and I never will understand it. And how they when people have the same record and how they place them. I don't know if they go based off momentum or like how
No,
many good
they had.
teams they
Didn't
beat.
they
I
have
don't
like?
know.
Didn't they
No,
have
they
a
had a tournament this year. I'm talking about like in
wild card?
before. Yeah, they had that this year, but I'm talking about beforehand. Like I never understood like when people had the same record, how they did that because they didn't have a tournament back, last year for that a wild
Oh,
card.
I
So,
don't know.
but anyways, I felt like that team. I would have been more scared of Phoenix than Portland Trail. Don't get me wrong; they're both hot teams, and yes, I was a little scared just because of the first game. But I would have been terrified if we would have played the Phoenix Suns because they have big people. They have the same people that can run with the Lakers. They're just younger. They're younger. They got DeAndre Ayton. They got that Devin Booker. Man, that future star, bro.
Yeah, but they
Future
didn't.
everything.
They didn't make it to the next round. So I don't know. I
But
I,
like I said,
I
but
see I see
my
what you're
whole point, going back to what I was saying, I lost my train of thought. It's like
saying.
the regular season Lakers. They were very, very good, and when they started to bubble up again, I heard a lot of complaining for the Lakers. I heard, LeBron missing his family, which is understandable. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you're playing for
You
a
see this
championship.
guy real quick? You see this guy, Shemet, limping, and just hit a
Yeah,
three. What's up with him?
I don't
Wow,
know.
could be
About
ACL,
to
bro.
find out.
It's crazy.
Oh, oh.
Ooh, he overextended, but he still hit. He still hit that three. Look at
No,
look.
he.
Still hit it. That's crazy.
See, right there, Joker should have shot it. He was open. He pops them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you don't have to always take the three, especially when it comes to the playoffs. You need to find your shots. Especially that's a shot you can make. I've seen you make it. And Kawhi Leonard needs to play better defense than that. You're letting Jokic outrun you.
Yeah. I don't know. I get what you're saying that like certain teams would be a problem, but at the end of the day, I think the Lakers would have found a way to push past whatever team they had to face that's other than the teams that they had to face. Because at the end of the day, if the Suns couldn't beat who they had to beat to get to the next round, then they're not good enough.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That was I think that first game I saw LeBron miss two dunks or two layups. The first two shots he made, it was like I'm like, damn, is LeBron getting old? Like, like is he losing his and his jump, his bunnies? But then turned around, like I said, like and that's greatness. And that's when I talk about LeBron being the best player in the league, he still is the best player in the world right now, in my opinion, because there's not too many people that could just flip the switch like that. How many times you hear people that say LeBron could just flip the switch in the playoffs? That man does.
Yeah. I just think that like I said, it's just if the Suns would have been a real problem for the Lakers, then they would have gotten to the next round and they would be a problem for them. But see, me, for example, I wanted Toronto to win because I think that they would have been a less problem for the Heat. That's why I wanted Toronto to win. Boston ended up winning, and game number one, what happens? They go to overtime and ended up only winning by 2 or 3. So that being said, I wanted the lesser likely team to win that I think would win to go against my team because I think my team would steamroll them. The Lakers would have absolutely steamrolled the Suns. and any other team that got dropped off early in the playoffs. Because if the team was good enough to make it further, then they would have made it further, but they didn't. So I think the Clippers are going to end up going against the Lakers. As much as I want Denver to win, not because I have hate for the not because I have
Clippers.
hate for the Clippers, but it's like a Cinderella story with these guys. I mean, I know they're ranked number 3 seed, but what they've been through this postseason so far, to me, is like wow. Like
Yeah, look at that grind on this play. Like it's just they're savages. Like they didn't give up. Like they kept passing to the last second. Even when they missed, got the offensive rebound. Who was that? Paul George? That was
yep,
Paul George. That's a good sign.
playoff PG baby, that's my dude. Can't wait to
So
see him in the
you
Miami Heat.
can't call him playoff P no more.
Why not?
You can't call him playoff P, especially the first 2 series. Come on, man. That man was averaging how many points, how many turnovers and stuff like.
Hey, he didn't get that name because of this season. He got this name because of all them times with the Clippers and the Pacers and all that. So he's still playoff P. Still.
Playoff Rondo. That guy you need to worry about.
Both.
Rondo came out. Honestly I didn't think. There you go. That looked good.
You see him hold up his hands like he just hit a field goal, a touchdown.
Right. Michael Porter Jr. This guy has something to say about not getting enough touches.
Porter Jr.
He's a rookie. You got to earn those touches, boy.
Dude, you're lucky you're even invited to the party
You're lucky you're starting.
and out there on the floor. Plumlee. Did you know that Brooke and Robin Lopez are both on the Bucks?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I saw Brooke Lopez sitting on the bench and not playing. And I think they're trying to look for they're either not going to extend him or release him or looking to trade or something. But I didn't know they were both on the.
That was close.
Oops,
Jesus.
sorry. It's my rang. I don't know, but whatevs.
Let me ask you a question. If you guys do get past Boston, you guys think you have enough to beat the Lakers?
Yep,
Mhm.
that's my team, man.
No,
I'm not gonna say no.
All
That's my
right.
team. I don't
No,
care.
be honest. Now tell the truth.
Okay, it's gonna take a lot. Some things is gonna have to happen. Like I know for a fact, Bam has to step up and be the big man for Miami.
Let me
And
ask you a question. What is
even
Bam?
then,
Like, how
Anthony
tall
Davis is
was?
still gonna steamroll him. So
How tall is Anthony? I know how tall Anthony Davis is. By the way, they lie on Anthony Davis' height.
they lie on a lot
Um,
of people's height.
yeah. What was that one year that KD was? They had KD at 6'9" or 6'10" or something like that, and he was, and DeMarcus
Towering
Cousins was
over LeBron.
yeah, no, it was taller over DeMarcus Cousins. Remember, they had like KD listed at 6'9" and DeMarcus at 6'10", and KD is like this much taller than DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, you're like 7'3", bro.
I
Like,
remember
stop playing around.
that. Yeah.
I think it was a USA team that they were playing that picture.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They definitely downplay that heights, make it
I'll be
higher.
honest with you. I think you guys, you're not gonna like what I have to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think you guys are a good team. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna be one of those teams that get lucky and kind of catch everyone off in a bad day in the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Bucks are a really good team, but they're not a playoff team to me. I feel like Giannis is a great player, but all you gotta do is what you did: is put a wall in front of that rim, like y'all did. What happened? Y'all forced him to take jumpers. What happened to that first year LeBron went to the finals with the Heat, and they just put a wall in front of the rim and LeBron couldn't drive, we lost. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron had to learn to get out of his comfort zone and shoot that three
Right.
and shoot that midi.
Right.
And LeBron at the time was not he was a good shooter, but not consistent. Now LeBron, you look at LeBron, anything he shoots up, LeBron probably misses maybe
Yeah,
6 shots a game
but
now.
my opinion of that series, though, the first game that he was with the Heat, it was against the Mavericks. My opinion on that is the fact that that team was pretty newly together. They only formed like literally in the middle of the season they formed together. So they hadn't been playing with each other for a long time. Yeah,
Who, the
LeBron had,
Mavericks?
no, the Heat, the first
No, the first year they got signed. Remember, they all got signed over the offseason.
yeah. No, it wasn't the
And,
offseason. They weren't together
Yeah,
for
it
the
was. Remember, they had that little intro about LeBron saying we're going to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings.
Okay.
Remember that?
Well, still, that was the first year that they were together.
There was one year, though, there was a lockout, that it was a short season. Maybe you're talking about that one.
Is it that the year? I'm talking about the first time that he got to the playoffs and lost against the finals and lost against the Mavericks.
Yeah, that year was, I want to say,
So you made me look it up now.
fact check.
Because, well, let me just say, while you're doing that, I think that it was either their first year or they were only together for half the year when that happened. Okay, and I think the problem with that was that, yeah, LeBron had to change his game up and everything, whatever, but that was a fairly new team. The Bucks, and by the way, I don't think Miami had the best record in the NBA. The Bucks came to the playoffs with the best record in the NBA. The Bucks have been playing together for the full year.
2003.
Yeah.
No, 2014. 2003 was the year he got drafted.
Yeah. So the Bucks had the best record in the NBA coming into the playoffs. They had been playing together for at least a year coming into that to the finals, and they got there how? Relying on one person and one game play style, which is Giannis. Like Giannis, take it to the hoop. Giannis, do your thing. When you come against a coach like Miami, who's able to figure that out, like Eric Spoelstra, he's able to figure that out and shut out Giannis. You have nothing to fall back on. Nothing to fall back on. And Miami, when they came against the Mavericks in that first series, they were probably their go-to guy was LeBron, and his game hadn't evolved yet to the point where he can do more on the outside as well as get other guys involved, like Chris Bosh shooting threes, Dwayne Wade, Mario Chalmers, all these other guys.
You notice Chris Bosh really stepped up his 3-point game that second year.
Yeah.
Like everyone did. Even Dwayne Wade, I remember, I think we signed, no, I don't think we signed Ray Allen that year, the next year. I think we actually did. Yeah, we did sign Ray Allen the next year. No, because I don't think Ray Allen played that OKC series.
Ray Allen was on the second year, or he was on
the third year, the last 2 years.
It was the year after they beat Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think it was.
I think that must have been when they played against San Antonio those 2 years. I think he played those. Because I don't remember him, honestly, on that OKC series.
No, I don't think he was there for that.
Yeah, because I remember, telling you about that. Ray Allen got signed to the Heat. And a lot of people were pissed because they just got off a championship and they just signed the best shooter in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Paul Pierce and all that had mad shit to say.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, Paul Pierce, I think is very overrated.
That whole team was overrated because they didn't really do much at all. When they won the championship, the big three?
Against Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol Lakers.
Yeah. That was when they came out, though. That was when the Boston Big Three and all that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, they weren't much of nothing. They were just like the Spurs, consistently to the playoffs, but that's it. So, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look something up. Me back in it.
You got any streamers? Any views?
Not today. Not yet. The numbers went up and down, but that's because I was logging in and out. All right, here we go.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. It's the sticky beat in the story of Anderson .Paak.
All right.
The story of his immigrant mother, his 4 children on her own. His own
So we got
story. Man came from nothing, on purpose and success.
Boston Celtics 07-08 against the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's see. Okay, so that's when they beat Kobe and them. Which, by the way, Kobe Bryant won MVP that year. But that's when they beat the Los Angeles Lakers. Then the next year is when LA Lakers won against the Magic of all teams.
Is that when they had the White Howard?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't know the Magic actually made it to the finals in 09. Forgot all about that. Then the Lakers won again the year after that in 2009, 2010 against who? The Boston Celtics. So then Dallas Mavericks against the Miami Heat. Now remember, this Miami Heat was the young Miami Heat, like the first time that they were together. So then you have, after that, Miami Heat when they beat OKC. Then the Miami again when they beat San Antonio. And then San Antonio the next year beat the Miami Heat. I don't know why I thought they won 3 championships. I'm tripping. I guess they just won 2. Then the Spurs beat Miami, and that was it. But as you see, Miami, for 4 consecutive years, made it to the finals. 4 consecutive years made it to the finals. They won 2 of them. Then, of course, we got the Golden State era, which you'll be happy to know that from 2011 to... Then, of course, we got the Golden State era. You're about to get a lot of feedback.
I know. I just muted it. My bad. I got 2 things going. I got a game over here. I got the podcast over here.
All right. So how about this? How about this stat for you, real quick? Are you ready for this? From 2010, 2011 season, all the way up to the 2017, 2018 season, LeBron James was in every single finals.
I'm not surprised.
All finals except for last year from 2010.
There's a reason why people hate LeBron. That's why. They got tired of seeing the guy every year.
From 2010.
They're like, who's playing in the finals and shit? Then because LeBron. Imagine you got to say that for like a good, how many years you said?
From 2010, 2011 season, all the way to the 2017, 2018 season.
So that's like 8 years.
Finals. Yeah, 8 years.
8 years straight.
Yep.
So imagine 8 years, like who's in the finals? LeBron.
6, 7, 8 years. Except for last year. I remember one time I was watching the game, the finals, sometime 2012, 2013, one of those 3 years, or 4 years. And the announcer, when the game was coming back, he was like, well, we have another NBA Finals for you, and if you know if it's finals time, you know we're in Miami. I was dying laughing. I was like, you know it.
Right.
It's like, it's NBA Finals time, and if it's the finals time, you know we're in Miami. I love that.
Clippers are clicking.
Yeah, they are.
I think they might close this out.
Don't sleep on the Nuggets, man. They've been coming back. Come on, Murray. Don't get frustrated, kid. He's like,
And that's why I said Murray. That's the thing. And back to that Michael Porter Jr. saying, like, him being a rookie and saying that, of course he's going to get lashed back. But if this guy was in his second or third year, visually watching the Denver Nuggets team, if they're going to win this series, they're going to have to get that man involved. It cannot just be Jokic and this guy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, every team that you see has won a championship, they always had that third person that puts up points, whether it's off the bench, a starter, whatever. They always got that third person. Might be a nobody, might be a star, another star. Might be a sixth man. And, for us, I feel like we have people who take turns. Sometimes it's Kyle Kuzma. Sometimes it could be Rajon Rondo, Alex Caruso, Danny Green, Dwight Howard. We have so many names, and that's why I said the Lakers are very versatile. We have people that can just pop off at any moment. Clippers don't have that. Clippers have Lou Williams. Who else? Lou Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marquise Morris. I can't say that. The Morris brothers can be consistent, even for the Lakers. That guy went off. No, one's on the Clippers, one's on the Lakers. That's crazy, right? They're both in LA.
That's what I thought.
They're like, yeah, just come to LA. We'll share an apartment together. It'll be cheap.
Shooting threes, hasn't he?
What happened?
Marcus Moore's been shooting threes or no? Or am I thinking somebody else?
They're both been shooting threes.
Okay.
They both. I don't know Marquise. I forgot their names. I don't know exactly who's names.
Marcus. I don't know.
Marquise, whatever. The Morris brothers. I'm gonna call them the Morris brothers because I don't know their first names. They both can shoot threes. They're both amazing players. But like I said, those type of NBA players.
What you mean? Those type?
Those type of NBA players, not very consistent. They can give you consistent defensive minutes, but they cannot give you consistent offensive minutes. But those type of people also, when they get hot, they get fucking hot. It's like Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder can get hot, but also Jay Crowder can get very, very cold. Trust me, he used to play with the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron back in the day.
I think
I'm kind of mad he's making threes now and couldn't do it for Cleveland.
I think that was obviously a different Jay Crowder because just like Jimmy Butler was a different Jimmy Butler when he was on Chicago. So Jay Crowder was a different Jay Crowder when he was playing for them.
Did we get the M Crowder or something? The C Crowder? I want the J Crowder next time.
He was just a different player is what I'm saying.
No, I'm joking.
So the games has evolved, and that's why I saw a news article or something about the Miami Heat, and it was like, oh, Jimmy Butler and his ragtag bunch is making it to, have beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Now they beat this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that where the Miami Heat are now, and one of the announcers was saying something about the fact that they have a couple undrafted guys, they have a couple of people who played in the D League, whatever. It's just kind of randomly put together. And then what Miami does is, which is better than what everybody else does, in my opinion, and Pat Riley, don't forget, is still the head over there. What he does is he just puts these group of guys together and invests in them. Instead of trying to just look for this next all-star or look for the new super team or whatever, okay, give me what you got and we'll work with it. And I like Spoelstra and his coaching style because of the simple fact
there's very few coaches that can do that too.
I know, and he's versatile. He's very versatile. I know you're probably gonna, hate me for saying it, but the other coach that I see is very versatile, like that, Greg Popovich. Look at how long Greg Popovich and the Spurs got to the finals or got to the playoffs or got to consistent. This is the first year in 20 years that they haven't.
I'm gonna have to stop you on that.
Listen,
All the reason why I
hear me
can't
out.
say
Hold on,
that.
let me finish.
Alright.
This is like the first year in like 20 years that they haven't made it to the playoffs. Now, yes, Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat haven't made it to the playoffs like consistently since LeBron and the Big Three and all that, but still, he's able to work and coach with what they have and what they've given him. So he's a very versatile coach. He doesn't need these big all-star players. Look at Tony Parker. Yes, he was an all-star at one point, but he was an all-star until the end of his career. Tim Duncan, same thing. He was consistent throughout, I gotta say. But still, Tim Duncan was not the best player in the league for all 20 whatever years of his career. Ginobili, same thing. So he was able to coach all the no matter what the Spurs gave him. Danny Green was on that team too, and he was amazing at that time. Now Danny Green has kind of come off, but still, I don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Danny Green is not what he was on the Spurs. Don't even. You knew every time he stepped that 3-point line, it was cash. Now it's not. Come on.
Patrick Beverly be doing too much. He be getting on my damn nerves. No, you're right. No, he's not as consistent as he was on the. When Danny Green got the ball contested, he was Steph Curry before Steph Curry was, in the playoffs. Talking about having someone afraid to shoot on you, that was Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, especially in the finals, man. I remember there was one person I was scared of. We could lock down Tim. We could lock down Manu. We could lock down Tony. We had people for those people. We had, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. We didn't have somebody for Danny Green. We didn't have somebody for those series. So I'm like,
step up and shoot. That was his job.
Exactly. And like, that guy was amazing. And I remember him hitting a few shots over Chris Bosh, LeBron, Dwayne Wade in that series. And it's just like, he was very consistent in those years. But no, I do see what you're saying about Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is great. He's one of. I honestly feel like Phil Jackson is a little bit overrated. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like Greg Popovich is better than Phil Jackson.
Whoa!
You can't.
Whoa!
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
God.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat this because, like you just said, he has turned these players into all-stars. If you watch any documentary about the Bulls, Michael Jordan has been Michael even before Phil Jackson even came around. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was ready to go, if you want to say.
He was putting up big numbers, but he didn't win.
I mean,
they made it to the finals. They made it to the finals. They got beat. But then Phil Jackson came in, and then that's when they started winning in the finals. But Michael Jordan
he never made it to the finals.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he's ever lost in the finals. Michael's never lost in the finals.
No, not the finals. It was the Eastern Conference Finals, is what I meant.
Yeah, the Eastern Conference Finals. Yes.
I think it was against
the Bad Boy Pistons. That was his arch rival.
Yeah.
He kept losing to them.
Yeah.
But look at those numbers Michael was putting up. Look at the numbers Michael was putting up against that team. He was so Michael, and I think he had Scotty that second year they lost to the Pistons because I'm pretty sure they had Scotty, and then Dennis Rodman was on the Pistons.
Right.
When they were going against them, and then I think he got traded to the Pistons the following year, and then that's when the Pistons pretty much just fell apart that year. That was it. And then Michael Jordan era took over.
You were saying that Phil Jackson came in and made like Jordan and all that. Jordan was doing.
No, I'm not saying they made. I'm not saying. That's what I'm saying. Michael was doing his thing beforehand. Michael was well coached beforehand. Yeah. Now he just needed a couple other players, and now Phil Jackson.
So you're saying,
you're
saying that that Bulls dynasty would have been as strong as it is, or as it was, with or without Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Yeah.
No way. I can't agree with
you.
Because
Robert Kraft got hired and drafted all those players, signed all those players. When Robert Kraft got hired as a GM after that year from losing from Detroit, he hired Phil Jackson and he put the pieces together. I think a lot of GMs don't get credit for when they put these dynasties together either.
I
Like
thought
they
you
always think it's the coach, the
said
players.
Robert Kraft, or was it not Robert Kraft? So who was the
Maybe
other guy?
not Robert Kraft.
Fat dude. Robert Kraft was for the
What's it?
Patriots. I don't remember his name. But anyways, I see what you're saying, but I don't know, man. I think okay, I could agree with you on that statement if Phil Jackson didn't do it again with the LA Lakers a few years later. You know what I'm saying? He went back to back triple titles again with the
Jerry
Lakers.
Cross. Jerry Cross
Yeah,
was
Jerry
the GM at the time. He actually died in 2017. Born and raised and died in Chicago, Illinois. Let me tell you, that man did not leave Chicago at all. um, but no, I feel like he didn't get enough. I don't know if you ever did. You see that documentary, Michael Jordan documentary yet? Have you
Yeah,
finished
the
that?
last dance, yeah.
Yeah, you finished the whole thing. Okay.
Mhm.
So, you knew this guy wasn't the greatest. He didn't have the greatest relationship with the players nor coaches on Chicago, and they
Right.
were able to three-peat twice. I think it was the second three-peat that I'm not sure. Quote me on it. Don't quote me on this, but correct me if I'm wrong. That it was the second three-peat. That's when he started to act shady, because I think everything was all good and gravy until Michael came back out of retirement.
If I remember from what I saw in the Last Dance, he was kind of weird and shady the whole time because there was talks about
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about when he got really bad. We're talking about maybe it was the last year when they were talking about not re-signing Phil Jackson and all that. I'm not. I remember there was like
no, it
he was
happened.
always shady. He was
Yeah,
always shady, but he got really bad towards that. I know that there was one point that he got really bad.
yeah, but it happened before that because remember Michael took a year off, 2 years off. So that being said, when that was going on, he was being shady because they didn't give Scottie Pippen any more money like he wanted. So
Yeah,
Scottie Pippen wanted the more money
Scotty got.
because he was
Yo,
worth it.
no, hold
But
on. Let's talk about that contract. The most cheated contract in history. I think the most cheated NBA player in history. I think it has to be Scottie Pippen.
the most what?
Cheated
Cheated.
play NBA, yeah, as far as like badly treated in the NBA was probably Scottie Pippen.
I mean,
That man
I don't know the contract
was
details of it like I would like players today and stuff.
well.
And I
You
mean,
can't compare the salary cap to today either. To compare back then, because the
that's what I'm
salary
saying.
cap is
Right. You have to look
back
at
in the
what the
day.
salary cap was then, what everybody else was getting then, what he was
Back
then.
in the day, there was maybe 5 players making millions. If that,
Yeah. Yeah. But see,
now you can sit the bench making a mill.
watching back that documentary, you can see that money was important to Scottie Pippen. Like where nowadays you have guys like Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, superstar players leaving teams to go to another team because they want to win a championship. Like that's what they
But you
want.
gotta understand
They
too.
don't
Like
they
I
care
said,
about the money, but they don't. They want to win a championship.
bro, there's some of these players though back then.
Scottie
Like you
Pippen then
said,
was the opposite. He wanted the money. He wasn't a greedy guy, but he wanted the money. The championships came along with it as long as he was there, but he wanted the money, and he was getting
right?
sick on it. Kind of like Klay
Um,
Thompson.
but
If you
I feel like
Klay
Scotty,
Thompson, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson's not getting as much as those two guys, but he's can be just as good. That boy goes off.
but he's getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he's not getting the super max, but he's getting paid.
You
You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
you gotta put
Scotty
yourself
wasn't
in their
even
shoes. You gotta put
Scotty
yourself
wasn't
in
even
their
making the minimum. I
look.
think Scotty was making like I forgot they were comparing him to another player in the league.
Yeah,
It wasn't even close. Like Scotty was making a bench warmer player. It's like that's crazy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, and granted, at the time I feel like Scotty didn't realize that was important for him. And I think when he got older, he started to realize, I'm going to need some security, later down the road for myself to make sure if I get injured, this is not forever. And I think that's one thing. That's why one thing I do like about LeBron, what he's built, Clutch Sports Entertainment, that his whole agency that he has for people. This is mad, though. There's quite a few NBA players who are signed to that agency too. Um, he makes sure that these people get paid, and like you said, like all these superstars are taking contract cuts. But you got to remember, a lot of these superstars, these first round picks, they're getting signed to like $23 million off their first rookie year. That's unheard of now, like back in the day. Even when Michael was playing, Michael probably only, what, Shaq said he had a million or 1.2 or something like that. That he blew it in the day or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And, like I said, I think it's a lot easier now to make these super teams than it was back then. Because I feel like it's like 2K now. It's like you got to really grind to make your player better. And I feel like back then you got to really grind to get your contracts. And I feel like now, hey, if you put up 20 points off the bench or something, you're going to get a decent contract. If you can shoot a three consistently, you're going to get a contract in the NBA.
Well, because now there's more. I don't know. I feel like nowadays there's more strategy behind like strategic role players. You know what I'm saying? So like nowadays you build teams to beat this team. So if the LA Lakers win, you're building a team to beat them. Or if the because like this year's LA Lakers look nothing like last year's LA Lakers. So
Bro, we have 32 views.
Okay. So this year's LA Lakers is nothing like last year's LA Lakers. So now they're the new super team and they're the team to beat. So now the Clippers, the Nuggets, like all these other teams are going to build Miami. All these other teams are going to build a team to beat them. Back then, it wasn't like that. Back then, it was you get players, you get your good players, and you go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no super team building or nothing like that. If you ended up with a super team, it is what it is. Like that's what happened to Chicago Bulls, Detroit Pistons. Like they ended up with a super team, but the players weren't trying to call each other, text each other, tweet each other back then to say, "Hey, let's get together, let's build a team, let's do this thing, da da da, whatever." Like the players are now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like nowadays championships are more important to players than actual money. Is my opinion. And
Scotty, you say that. Let me ask you a question. Okay, I'm gonna give you a player, very good player at one point. Actually, I think he still can average.
Look at that.
Maybe not
Murray a shot like that. He hits a three-pointer is almost underneath the basket to catch the ball. I love that. I love his work ethic.
Yeah, that's just grind. I do that all the time too because I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. That's just me. Carmelo Anthony. Do you feel like at one point was he playing for a championship or was he playing for money?
Carmelo Anthony, I would say the time that he was playing for a championship was I feel like he's stopped caring about a championship. Not that I think all players are always playing for a championship, like no matter what. Like that's their end game, that's their end goal. So whether they're gonna join a team to be the front man to get that championship, whether they're going to join that team to be a role player on a championship potential team, or if they're going to join a team to be Udonis Haslem,
role player, a 6'9", special team,
like whatever. So right now, his when he was first came into the league and he was playing for the Nuggets, he's playing for a championship, and he's the main guy to play for that championship. When he got transferred to New York, he was probably understanding, okay, I'm Carmelo Anthony, I'm good. I'm going to play for a championship here. I'm still going to be the main guy, and they're going to build a team around me. And they made an attempt to do that, but then they like let it go. They didn't keep on, doing what they had to do to build that championship team. Then he went out for a little bit, or maybe he joined another team, whatever. Now he's back. He's on Portland. Now he's the older, still got game player who can be that older piece of the puzzle, that kind of person to take you underneath the wing, but still, for the younger players like Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, to be able to play for that championship. So I think he's still playing for the championship. If you're Carmelo Anthony at this point, you're not looking for max deals. You're still happy to be in an NBA uniform. I mean, You remember that interview with him when he first came back, he was in tears. Like I'm happy I could still be here to play
Right.
and provide for my family. So he's still looking for a championship, but I mean, obviously, he's not in a position to be able to be that front man no more. But he's still in a position to be able to look like to win that championship.
I think when Carmelo left Denver the first time around, because you gotta remember, Denver had a team. I think people forget about that. Denver had a team. They had
Any specific?
Kevin Martin. They had J.R. Smith. They had Tyson Chandler.
Smith. That doesn't count.
Remember, no, J.R. Smith before he was a retard, before he had the concussions. Before the Hennessy. They had J.R. Smith before the Hennessy.
Oh man. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw that. It's just Paul Millsap called him a bitch too. Saw his lips.
6 feet.
Damn, I forgot what the hell I was talking about.
The Nuggets team back in the day.
Yeah, that team.
Hold on, let me look at what you're talking about.
I was gonna say. Yeah, give me the roster lineup.
Here?
Just put it, Ross.
He's not gonna give me.
All right, I think I got it.
What year?
Basketball reference. It's 2008-09. All right, so they actually I forgot a couple of people on this team. That wasn't Tyson Chandler. They had Chris Anderson, Carmelo Anthony, Chucky Aikens. He doesn't count. This guy Ronaldo Balkman. He doesn't count. Chauncey Billups, Anthony Carter, Jason Hart, Nene, Juwan Howard. Remember Juwan Howard? Used to play. Allen Iverson. I forgot Allen Iverson was on that team.
Oh, wow.
Dante Jones, Kenyon Martin.
Here we go. Hold on. I got it. Let me put it up.
Yeah. Yo, basketball reference. Pin that in one of your bookmarks because you're gonna need that. That gives you what we were talking about. You could just enter. Yeah, basketball reference. Bookmark that. That's a great source. Also, whoever's listening on the stream, you ever want to prove a friend wrong or look up some random
Chris
stats.
Anderson? That's a young Chris Anderson, too. He was on the
That's
Heat.
on.
Birdman.
Yeah, he was. This would be, he might have just started getting tattoos.
Actually, he had long hair, I think, at that time. Something.
No, he had the faux hawk, so I think.
Yeah. So Chris Anderson, Carmelo Anthony, Chucky Atkins. I don't know what that is. Ronaldo Balkman, Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups was a beast. He was playing with the Detroit Pistons back in the day. He won a championship with Ben Hamilton and all these guys.
Anderson, though.
Our Twitch stream is a little glitchy right now.
He's weird.
Let me see.
It's probably just on the iPad. On the website, it looks good.
Looks good? Okay. Yeah, we're like frozen on here. Well.
So yeah, then you got Jason Hart, Nene. That's not Nene. Is it?
Yeah, that's the name. The name, the big black guy with the braids.
His last name was Hilario.
We just know him as Nene.
Yeah.
Who's saying that? The name's already tough enough to announce that. Who's saying the name Hilario? And is that the free throw line?
His name was Hilario, whatever.
The name's Hilario.
I thought his last name was Nene.
You know the name? He's Hilario.
Hilario. Sounds like Mario, but hilarious in Italian.
Right.
Hilario.
Right. Hilario. He's Brazilian too. So that has to be in Spanish accent. Hilario?
Hilario. It's a Hilario time. Dantony, how do you say his name? Jones?
Dante
Jones?
You butchered that one.
I'm coming from Hilario. And then I'm looking at Dantony.
I'm coming from Hilario. Two different freaking countries right now.
Man. I'm coming from Hilario, and then I'm looking at the Tanatini.
Donatity. The next one, Linus? Calais? That's a
Linus.
hell of a.
See who's messing up names now?
What is that? What
Linus.
is that? What country is that? Hungary or something?
What, Kleiza? Oh, the flag? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. So you got Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, Sonny Wems. I don't know who that is. Oh, that was a good team.
I gotta switch to audio back. Sometimes these are comfortable, but we've been streaming for a while. How's this game doing? Go back to this. Alright. We're gonna have to end this soon, because my phone is going to die. I'm at
That's why you gotta get your set up.
25%. I know, I'm going to. End of this month. I'm just waiting on a check right now.
Don't you got like 4 of them stacked up at your job?
I do. Shut up. Let me tell my business out on the live stream.
I'll go get them for you.
No,
You
Nina's
gotta
like,
think of
I know you got
like you
checks.
say sacred. I can't say this.
I tell Nina that's my savings. Like that's the only way I can hide money away from her sometimes. Like I have like 3 different savings. I have a tip envelope at work that I keep my tips, my cash tips in, and I just keep that in work in the safe. In the safe. It's not like just laying around. I count it every day. Don't worry. I make sure.
Oh, really?
I make sure.
You
Yeah.
ghetto. What you? Hold on. You mean to tell me you got a cash savings in an envelope in the safe at your job, and you count it every day? Boy, that's just as good as going home and lifting up the mattress and count.
But you
Lifting up the
know
mattress.
who can live off that mattress? Your
Shelf
spouse.
to look at your money, bro. Oh my god.
You know who can live off that mattress? Your spouse. So that's
Well,
why I keep it at work. I got a savings account that Nina can't see in the bank, and then I just keep my checks sometimes. I just don't even cash them.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Nina. Thanks for watching. Now you know.
Oh, snap. Mi no hablo inglés. Yo me llamo. I don't know.
Sorry. Have to go. Goodbye.
It's halftime already. But no, I'm gonna buy all that equipment. Definitely, everyone on this podcast, you'll see a whole different setup soon coming from my end.
Honestly,
Will
they
be-
wouldn't be able to tell because it looks legit.
Now it's gonna have a different background. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I have like you can see the setup I have right here. Give me a second. We're gonna change my camera view.
I don't know if this is where I'm going to permanently be either, but I mean, it works good to watch games and stuff, and the laptop's handling it pretty well. So I'm just going to work on some overlay stuff, like be able to put some buzzers on and stuff like that, sound effects. And you got kicked off. Well, JR's been kicked off. So right now we're watching the Clippers and Nuggets game. It's 54-56 at halftime. So I'm waiting on JR to come back. Because every little thing is going to be alright. Don't worry about a thing. It's gonna be alright. Are you back? Let me see. Yep. There you are.
Sorry, I was trying to show you. I was trying to change the camera, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, about the fact that you had 2 left thumbs. What were you saying? Yep.
Anyways, I got a little setup here, as you can see. I got my
Yo,
fact
that's like a
checking
little mobile
here.
command center.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta be prepared for any argument comes my way.
Because it will be coming.
Oh yeah. So, what times do you want to do this at?
I don't know. We'll
I,
talk about it.
honestly, I want to be honest. I prefer after 8 o'clock, so the kids are sleeping and I can have peace and quiet.
As long as there's a time that you know for a fact that you can do. Like I said, it could be
I
one
can
day a
be
week.
on exactly at 8 o'clock.
It could be one day a week. It could be 2 days a week. It could be one day a month. I don't really care as long as it's
I just want to.
as
I'll set up
consistent as
actually.
possible and private.
Right. I'll set up at 7:50 so we can do the get everything broadcasted, make sure everything technical wise is working. Um, I'm gonna work on some material for tomorrow. Did you want to do this tomorrow or
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
okay?
I gotta do something for this weekend. So, and it is gonna require me to get ready this week. But I mean, I think that'll be kind of have everything set up. I can this week take to kind of really set it up, like get some sound effects in, maybe mess with some other features, to learn more about the system and all that. Try to change the background if I can, which I don't think I can, but little things like that. I'm gonna see what I can do. Like I said, definitely add in sound effects. And remember we were talking about if you want to do like a song or whatever, I can look up that song ahead of time and put it in like as an audio file, and I can play it whenever. I don't have to play it from YouTube. I can play it, like I have to save tube it and play that file. So like little things like that, like I want to look into this to make sure I can get it legit.
Right.
I want to take this week to do that, and then next week maybe we can actually, and also this week we can come up with like kind of like what we're gonna do, like what topics, whatever, and then kind of just go from there. And then next week we can actually start. I'm not in a rush. It's a hobby, so
Right.
it's happening. As long as we get it right, like the skin and bones, and then keep moving, and then continue to evolve from there.
Right. We have. I mean, I don't know if this is correct right now, but I don't know if we have 32 people watching this. We do. Thank you guys. Um,
I
or I
think
don't know if that's
right now it's
32
live.
people.
The red it says 3, but 2 of them are me, and one of them is
Okay.
you. So it's just us. So if that
Okay.
number goes up to 4, then somebody's
Well, I think 32 people had watched this, like actually
yeah
came by,
passed by. Yeah,
passed by. So whoever sees this video, you guys like us, please subscribe.
more to come for sure.
More to come. We talk about anything, everything. Obviously, today we were kind of focusing on the NBA playoffs. Um, Monday, we should definitely do a little podcast, get some overview on football, and
Yeah,
by then we'll have a couple of games from the Lakers. Talk about the Lakers, and let us know in the comments if you guys want us to talk about anything else.
yeah. You can email us too. It's
Soon we won't be having a Twitter, Instagram. We'll be all over social media soon.
I'll leave that up to you. Just got to make it as close to the name as possible. That way, it's like
I will do that tomorrow. Actually, I will be giving everything to my co-host here.
the Bicker Brothers podcast.
Subscribe.
As of right now, though, you can email the Bicker Brothers
Yep.
podcast at gmail.com, where we'll have all the social medias up probably, hopefully by the end of tomorrow. So we might do a Facebook. I don't know. I kind of want to stick with Twitch just because Facebook is more for like social whatever, but I think we can do pretty good on Twitch,
I might.
Twitter, and Instagram.
Honestly might be. Yeah. I'm with my co-host here because Facebook is a little different as far as advertising wise. I don't. It's more interactive. I feel like we just want to get some content out there, load up some mini clips.
Yeah.
We'll alert out. Definitely want you to start adding out like mini clips so I can upload on Instagram also,
Yep.
and give you guys some live previews. And we'll actually start doing some events, some games.
Yep.
It's exciting.
And
We're
then
gonna have some
also
good
too,
content for you guys.
we're going to have a podcast. So all the
Yeah.
audio pretty much that we're doing now, obviously minus the video, I'm going to eventually cut and save and then upload to like either iHeartRadio or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts or whatever. So there's a little bit of technical things. I looked into that too. Basically, you don't upload anything to iHeartRadio at all. What you do is you upload your podcast, like your MP4 file or whatever, to a website. Like there's a website called what is it called? It's called Anchor. And what you do is you cut your MP4 file after you edit it and all that. You upload it to Anchor, and then you give iHeartRadio the exact link to your podcast. Then they take it and put it to their website. So I have no control over what they put on their website and how they put it on there, but they can pull it from where I uploaded it at. So, and I've already started an Anchor for for our podcast and everything. I just gotta, like I said, record, cut.
Also, for our fellow gamers, we will be talking about the PS5 and the new stuff coming out soon. We will be doing a segment on that very, very soon. Some new games coming out. Actually, Crash Bandicoot. Keep an eye out for that. That's a classic PlayStation. If you
Remastered classic.
Yep. If you actually, it's not remastered. It's actually a new one.
Oh yeah.
Crash Bandicoot 4, brand new to the PS5, PS4. So that's exciting. Also, Squadrons, Star Wars. If you're a Star Wars fan, that's also coming out soon. I think a day after Crash Bandicoot. So we will be talking about those games.
Sweet.
All
man.
right, you
All right, dude.
All right, man.
Oh, it's been real. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you then, and yeah, we'll stay in touch. I'll watch
See
it
ya.
back too. Deuces.
Definitely. Have a good one.